baggy. So, it's another one, yeah, it's a full strong, yeah. Oh, it's another one, yeah.
Good evening. Welcome to iBoxingHub. I go by the name of BNG, featuring yours truly, Trey. What's good?
Well, good, cuz as you can see, I've got the Congo ready for our game tonight. So it's obviously a big game against Tanzania, so I'm getting ready for that. But cuz we've got the boxing roundup, the midweek roundup. We've had a lot that's been happening in the boxing world, so I'm just excited to obviously talk boxing with you. But before we get into the show, just wanted to give a shout out to our partners, D-Rock. I want Al Heyman to put on a lovely yes, that is it. So that is Joseph Parker wearing the D-Rock attire with the legend Johnny Nelson wearing it as well. So guys, if you go on their website, you simply just have to put iBoxingHub 24 and you'll be able to get 40% off everything on the website. So guys, if you want to support the movement, support the channel, that's the way to support. So big up to the families. But cuz, let's get down to business. You know how it is.
Yeah. Boxing. Where should we start? Chris Congo.
Look, massive shout out to Chris Congo. Obviously, it's fitting that Congo. Big up Tony Ellis is saying the levels have gone up this year. Of course, we just want to bring good vibes, but bring good energy, but level up for you guys. So the more you support us, the more we can obviously level up, man. But cuz, exciting times right now, man. Exciting times.
Yeah. So it's been confirmed. Not too sure on the dates or the location that he's going to be fighting.
Florian Marku, yes, Florian Marku. Yes, cuz. Sorry, I went completely off course. Look, no, I'm just excited. Honestly, I'm just excited. Look, Congo is obviously going to be playing today, and we had the announcement that Chris Congo is going to be fighting Florian Marku. So, guys, people that's obviously watched the channel, you've seen the interview with Chris Congo on the show, and he manifested that he wanted to fight Marku, and I'm just happy that we're going to see this fight against Marku. And cuz we know what our brother's going to do. We know exactly what our brother's going to do there. We know that he's going to take out Marku, get the job done, and it's going to be plain sailing for him. What do you think, cuz, generally?
It's going to be a good fight. It's definitely going to be a good fight. I feel that he's going to get the job done. Definitely going to get the job done. But I feel that hopefully after this fight, it leads on to bigger and better things. And hopefully down the line, you never know. We may possibly see the likes of Chris Congo and Conor Benn. Who knows?
Yes, exactly. And big up Tony Ellis as well. He's obviously saying loving the background and loving the sponsor. We love you and we love everyone that's following the channel and following the journey. Bukayo Saka's obviously saying, try and get Congo on the show again. No, we will. Now that the fight is announced and now that you said it, Saka, I'll contact Chris Congo for the people and let's get Chris Congo back on the show. In fact, cuz we need to do the Congo takeover with Chris Congo, Jamie TKV, and Isaac Chamberlain, man. We need to make the Congo takeover happen as well.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Hopefully we can get that done before the big fight.
Yes, let's do it. Cuz, just a quick one. We obviously saw a few things online regarding Tank and Shakur. I would obviously put my opinions out there in regards to that situation. I genuinely think I want Tank to have that fight with Shakur Stevenson. I think that is labelled the best fight in boxing, just in terms of technique, the talent. We know that, both guys, has a lot of talent. A lot of people sort of question if Shakur's actually done it against a top opponent. But look, these two would be a tremendous fight, man. But cuz, what's your general thoughts about Tank versus Shakur. If that does happen, the negotiations. Like, what's your views on everything really?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. It shouldn't happen. I think Tank should fight him because at the end of the day, look, as fans, everyone's saying Tank is the best. He's the best lightweight champion, right? At 135. Now I could be wrong, but I believe he's now a legitimate WBA champion. And
Yes.
you've got Shakur, who's a WBC champion. It just makes sense, to hopefully unify the division. But then again, it comes down to money because you got to think of it. Shakur, is he now a free agent or is he still top rank?
I believe he's gonna be a free agent at some point. Guys, if you wanna get involved in discussions, obviously Bukayo Saka is obviously saying that Tank's trainer, obviously Coach Calvin's obviously said that they won't obviously fight Shakur next. But do you think they're not gonna fight him completely, or do you think it's a situation where they're kind of in negotiations with other fights? They're looking at fights that make sense.
There's the way I see it, it could be that when Tank went inside for a minute, innit, and he's come out, it could be that he maybe needs a warm-up fight before the Shakur fight. Because at the moment, I mean, look, him and Haney, that fight ain't happening anytime soon. I hope it does. Who else has he got? Like, potentially he can rematch Pitbull, but we've seen that fight already. And it's just like, who else in his division can he really fight? I mean, look, would he fight Lomachenko? I don't know. See, Lomachenko will be fighting. I believe is it Kambosos Junior.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just want to know where his head's at because if he doesn't want to fight Shakur next, then who would he want to fight next? I think Tank's good. I personally don't think he needs a warm-up fight, but obviously he has to listen to his coach and his management team. But apart from that, who else can he fight? Because he needs to fight a credible opponent. We don't want him to fight. I don't want to call him. I don't want to disrespect boxers and call them bums, but do you know what I mean? We want somebody credible, somebody who will give it to him. So if it's not Shakur, if it's not Haney, if it's not Lomachenko, if it's not Kambosos, then who?
No, it's a very, very good point, cuz, and big up to Bukayo Saka as well. He's just confirming that he said he'll never fight Shakur. So I don't
What's
know
the
what's
reason?
happening.
What do you think could be the reason that he will never fight Shakur? Do you feel he feels intimidated?
I don't know. I think it could be just something that's going on in the back end. That look, we're just kind of discovering through little leaks and quotes and interviews. But for me, from a boxing perspective, this fight makes sense. I'm hoping that as a fan we get to see this fight. But maybe there's other options that they want to explore, like David Haney. Haney, the dream. Maybe they obviously want to make that fight happen at 140.
My understanding that they're trying to make that fight happen in Saudi. I don't know if it's 100% guaranteed, but I don't know. The way I see it, if there's nobody else to fight in that division, then it just makes sense for Tank to move up. Imagine him tanking at 140 now. Do you know what I mean? So Tank, Timur Lopez, or Tank and what's
Haney.
his name? What's the other guy? No,
Haney.
not Haney. No. The other guy. Is it Matias?
Oh, Sabrina Matias. Yes.
You know what I mean? So there is options. The way I see it, if he ain't gonna fight Shakur, then just move up. Then that's how I say it. Then just move up.
No, it's fair. It's fair.
Me personally, I wanted him to unify the division. I mean, I wanted Tank to unify the division and then move up. But again, he's got nothing to prove. Do you know what I mean? He's the man.
Yeah, no, it's true. I agree with you. And big up to Lucy as well. Always loving the energy. Thank you so much for joining us on the show. She's obviously saying, I would think Tank might end up fighting someone like Frank Martin, one of the other PBC guys, which, it makes sense because it's PBC, Al Heyman, etc. But look, a fight with anyone at 140 for me makes sense. He can fight at 140. He fought Mario Barrios at that weight. So El Azteca, it was a good fight, a tremendous fight. And we saw that Tank still carries power at that weight division. And Lucy's obviously saying that Shakur is still with Top Rank at the moment, free agent later this year. So maybe, you know, later on in the year, they could revisit the option. So when he's a free agent, possibly the whole situation with Top Rank, PBC, Al Heyman, etc. I just think it probably makes the conversations obviously difficult. But Kaya Saka's confirming here, he's saying Haney's team have confirmed that they've offered Matthias 5 times the biggest paid, obviously, check, I'm guessing, and they turned it down. So it looks like they've obviously given Matthias a big payday offer, and he said no to it. But look, I think that fight could happen. These are the fights that we need to see. Look, as fans, I always think that we want to see the best fight the best. I'm a competitor. Whatever I do in sports, I always try to test myself against the best just to see where I am. And I think the fighters, some fighters, I would say, are dealing with that the same. But we need to understand that boxing is a business as well. So that plays a big factor in terms of the decision making for fights next, gates, you know, what this fighter is doing on a commercial level, social media level, etc. So I think there's so many factors that comes into play. So I don't think it's that easy to make fights unless the promoters are on it, the fighters are on it. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I suppose so. Everything comes down to negotiation, but I just think, I don't know. It's a weird one because Shakur is the current WBC champion. Not saying he is. He could be demanding for more because he's the actual champion. Obviously, like I said, I don't know about Tank's situation. I don't know if he's a WBA champion. I know he's a regular champion. And it could be a thing where, well, Tank, he brings in numbers. Do you know what I mean? You know, he's the pay-per-view star. So, okay, my question to you and all you guys, would it be fair for Tank and Shakur for it to be 50-50? As in, like, I'm talking about, like, the purse, 50% split.
You know what? Before anyone answers that, and I think we're going to have a few people that's going to get involved in that, I definitely feel, so, yeah, Lucy's saying that Tank is the only WBA lightweight champion now. Haney vacated the belt, so he's the champion. That's confirmed. In regards to the 50-50 split, Tank's the bigger name, cuz, man. Let's be real. He's the bigger name, deserves the bigger cut of the money. I think Shakur, as the challenger, should, you know, be in that position where, look, I'll take it. If he's confident and thinks he can do the job, I think as fighters, come, let's take it. Because, you know, if you beat that fighter, you're going to gain, you know, tremendously, cuz. You're going to get that person's fans. You're going to get more money in your pocket. Your fights are going to, you know, be at a next level. So I think at the beginning, especially if you haven't got names in your resume and you need to get names in your resume, beggars can't be choosers, man, I think, man. But we also have to understand that as boxing evolves, the fighters are evolving, management's evolving, there's more people involved in the decision making, so it does make things a little bit complicated. It's not a simple, yes, I want to fight him, and the promoters are gonna, you know, give these other fighters a good contract.
So when it comes down to negotiation, who has the final say? Is it the boxer, the management team, or his promoter?
I think it's a collection of everything, really, Kazwan. If I'm honest with you, you look at Eddie, AJ, you know, the team. I'm sure they get together and they decide as a team whether it makes sense.
Okay, fair enough. Well, man, in that case, then the way I see it, they've both missed out on the bag. Then, when you think about it, really, because like you said, if it's not a 50% per split, 70-30 or 60-40 in favor of Tank. But again, they're both lost out on money because that fight could have potentially be another big fight in Vegas.
Easily, that easily could have been that. Easily,
the problem is, remember, Tank ain't getting any younger. I believe Tank, is he 30 now or is he 29?
Oh, yeah, he's getting there, guys. He's definitely getting there. He's been around for quite some time. not quite some time as in he's getting old. No. But as in he started the game pretty young. He's gained a lot of experience over the years. So we would say that he's seasoned in the game, of course.
Okay.
He's a free weight champion. He's gone up. I know a lot of people are going to say the belt at 140 was, not a full championship, but he's still classed free weight champion. So you've got to give him that credit. He's obviously come to the UK, defended his title, and Tank's done his thing, man. Honestly, he's done his thing, and I believe and I think he deserves, a bigger cut at the cake, really, man. In my honesty.
Okay. Well, enough about Tank and Shakur. This week we've got Mr. Ryder, John Ryder.
Yes, and Munguia as well. It's gonna be a good battle. Big up Iceman as well. He's saying we already knew Tank would have fight Shakur. Now, big up to you, Iceman. And Tank's 29. Lucy's confirming, and Shakur is 26. It's the right time for these guys to fight, man. It's the right time. So hopefully, look, fingers crossed. I've got my fingers crossed. I hope these guys do fight. If it's not at this weight, eventually, Tank, Shakur, Teofimo Lopez, all these guys will fight at some point at 147, if not now.
147. That's a big jump from 135 to 147. Okay, yeah, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. No, but the fight this weekend, cuz I'm not gonna lie, I love your energy in terms of going for the underdog. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw it out there for you, cuz who you got in as the underdog in this fight?
Judging by his last performance, even though he didn't win the fight, but he just showed he had heart. So I'm going for John Ryder. He's worked hard, man. He's worked hard, to even get to this position, and yeah, long may it continue. So I can actually see it. Well, yeah, I can. It's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be a good fight. I think it's gonna be a tough fight, but it's gonna be a good fight. See, I don't know much about his opponent. I understand his opponent was supposed to fight Canelo. Was it a few years ago? And
Recently,
that fight never materialized.
Yeah, recently it just didn't materialize. That was supposed to be the next opponent before obviously they announced Charlo. I think Munguia, he brings a lot to the table. You just look at his record, he's got so much experience in the ring, and he's definitely a threat to the division, of course. And I think this fight is more of a breaking out party fight, if that kind of makes sense. Like, this is the opportunity for him to, make a statement, because if he can stop John Ryder in, I don't know, 6-7 rounds, for example, he could then say, look, this is what I did to Ryder compared to what Canelo did to Ryder in Mexico. So, there's a lot going into this fight. Look, I'm going for, let's go for John Ryder, man. I just want him to win. Yeah, let's have him just to win, man. I want him to win. He deserves it because he generally does put in the shift, especially against Canelo. The fact that he ended up staying on his feet, done the 12 rounds with Canelo as well, and he put in a good performance for himself. I think, yeah, this could be a good fight for him. But Munguia, it's a tough fight for him. It's a tough fight. I can't even lie to you guys.
Yeah. So, I mean, with John Ryder, can you see him moving up to light heavyweight?
I think he's definitely got the frame for it, for sure. I think he's got the frame for it. And then
because
yeah, go on.
I would really, I know this is going off topic, but I would really want to see the rematch between John Ryder and Callum. Callum Smith.
Callum Smith.
Yes.
No, that would actually
at 175. That's a fight I would like to see, because me personally, I think he beat Callum Smith a few years ago, but obviously he didn't get the win. But I would like to see that rematch at light heavyweight. And that's if Billy Joe does come back, because apparently he wants to campaign at light heavyweight. I would like to see that rematch too.
Oh man, cuz don't you think 1/7 division is looking I see right now, cuz man, like,
Of course.
considering if these guys go up,
Mm.
considering what happens in these next few fights, I think that's definitely a possibility as well. But I actually saw something the other day from Pro Box TV, so you got to obviously big up to them. They were obviously analyzing the fights over the weekend, and they were talking about the top super middleweights.
Mm.
Thinking about the division, obviously Canelo is undisputed, but based on his opponents, would you say he's the number one
What, the opponents that he's fought?
last year? Yeah.
Yeah, you have to give it to Canelo. Yeah, he was active last year, and the year before that. He was very active. Yeah, you have to, man. You have to. But my only issue is he's not fighting the fighters that we want him to fight. For example, Benavides, that should be the next fight. And not just that, Bivol. Bivol was willing to come down at 168, but it refused. Do you know what I mean? So sometimes I get it when you're the A side, you're the champ, you can say what you want. Well, basically, yeah. I just think he just needs to fight those people. Benavides and Bivol at 168. I've got a feeling if Bivol comes down to 168, he beats Canelo. He takes the belts.
But do you think he'll entertain that now that the better BF fight is, literally within touching distance?
So, all right, let's just say Better BF beats Bivol, right? Bivol Canelo will entertain Bivol. He will entertain Bivol. He will definitely. If Bivol said, "Look, I want to come down 168. Let's run this back." I guarantee you, Canelo will take that fight because that's serious money and it's a rematch. And Bivol will take those belts. 100%. Listen, 100%. Bivol comes down to 160. Look what Bivol done to my 175. Yeah, I understand it's different weight class, blah blah blah. I guarantee you, Bivol comes down to 168. Yeah, you might say goodbye to the belts. You might as well. No, for real. Because think about it. Yeah? Bivol said he wants to come down and challenge you for your belts, and you're saying no. Why are you saying no? If you're the champion, why are you saying no? Because if this guy takes these belts from me, it's a wrap.
It's long. And you know what, cuz as well, I'm just thinking about the super middleweight division as well. Look, I'm just thinking about Benavides, what he did last year as well. He plant, he had Andrade as well in that as well. He's been fighting the guys that people don't want him to fight as well, especially Andrade. Andrade, I know he's obviously moving up, and you can question the weights and everything, but Andrade's still a tricky opponent, and he still went in the ring with him, got the job done. Caleb Plant, you can argue that both guys, they started the Rumble from last year in terms of the momentum for big events. And look, I just want to see, honestly, Benavides and Canelo eventually. But because if Munguia wins this fight, let's say he wins this fight in tremendous fashion, is Canelo next?
I would love to see him fight Canelo next, but I doubt it. Yeah, I doubt it because my understanding is that Canelo is next in line to fight. Is it Jamal Charlo?
Could be Jamal, yeah. Could be Jamal. Guys, what are you thinking about that fight? Do you think Canelo should be fighting Charlo next? Or do you think Canelo should be entertaining and looking to fight the Mexican monster, David Benavides? Like, we want to get your thoughts. Generally, should Canelo be fighting? Yeah, let's get your thoughts, guys. Let's get your thoughts.
It's all due respect to Charlos, but it's easy money for Canelo. Easy money. He doesn't need to. It's easy money and it's light work for him. Yeah, easy money and light work. The reason why I say easy light work is because look, Canelo's been more active than Jamal Charlo. Yeah, let's just be real. And second, Charlo, I know he campaigns at 160, so for him to move at 168, again, he hasn't fought at 168 yet. I could be wrong, but he hasn't. So it's just it's a no. Either Bill, it's not, no, sorry, either Mangia or what's his name, Benavides. Those are the two people I could see Canelo fighting next, if he wants to fight them next. That's the thing.
So, like, if you were Canelo's manager, so you got a choice, and Canelo asks you, okay, these are the options. Am I gonna fight Benavides? Am I gonna fight Bivol at 168? Or you throw in a scenario? What are you gonna choose for him?
I would say Benavides. Fight him, and then Bivol, and then Magia, and then who else? You know what I'm saying? Because Canelo says, look, he's still in his prime. He's still hungry. He loves the sport. So there's plenty of fights for him, but he needs to fight the right opponents. You know, the right people, the right opponents.
No, big up Canelo, man, and big up to the event that's gonna happen.
And not just that, yeah. Not just that, yeah. I would like, right? I know Canelo's fought people already, but I would like for Canelo to move up to 175.
You want him to do it again? Okay.
Yeah, listen. I want Canelo, right, to fight the likes of Buatsi, Dan Aziz, Anthony Yard, Lyndon Arthur, Craig Richards. I want him to fight them. I want to see. I want to see. I want to see if him fighting Bivol, if it was just a fluke.
Look, Lucy's obviously made some good points here. Big up to Lucy. Lucy's saying that Munguia blocks with his face. I don't want to see him fight Canelo. I would want to see him fight Mbili. Remember Mbili the other night? Mbili.
Yeah.
He looks really good. Looks really good. He was putting a statement out there as well. And Canelo Mbili will probably be a lot like Canelo Mel, as in Jamel. Canelo should just fight Benavides already. Yeah, no, we agree. We agree. I want to see Canelo versus the Mexican monster, Cinco de Mayo. Let's make it happen. Because
that fight
will be easy. Don't you think it'll be an easy marketing campaign? You've got two Mexicans, like you've got two like killers in the ring. Like it's this Cinco de Mayo. You can do it even in Las Vegas, or if you want to be extra, do it in Mexico. But I think the Las Vegas energy, Cinco de Mayo, you know, the Mexicans are going to be there anyway, man. It's going to be a good energy, good party event. I just want to see that fight happen, man.
Maybe
Generally.
Saudi would want to entertain it. The money's there.
But
you know what I mean?
You know what? I agree with you. And look, big up to the Stay Weighed In lads as well. Honestly, they were talking about the Saudi Arabian scene. So guys, if you ain't checked out their show, check out Stay Weighed In. The show's obviously coming out every Tuesdays. But they were obviously talking about the Saudi Arabian market, of course, what they're doing. Is it good for sports? Is it bad for sports? I think for certain events, it's good. But I think for this kind of event, I need that atmosphere. I need energy. And, you know, you kind of need that in the States, man, or in Mexico. This is Cinco de Mayo, cuz. This is like a big festival, cuz, man. So it's a big celebration. And I think that it would kind of be watered down if it was in Saudi Arabia, man. So I don't know if everyone's going to be traveling up there. Who knows, man? So
I believe the fight can happen if the money's right. Everything comes down to money. If the money's right, the fight will happen. But something tells me Canelo might be a bit too greedy. Hence why the fight
What's
happening.
a bit too greedy? What's a bit too greedy to you?
He might say, look, I've achieved a lot in this sport. I'm the current undisputed super middleweight champion. So I will fight him on my terms. I want 90%.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll say,
You know what I mean?
yeah, I'll say, let's have it. Let's have it. I would say, let's have it. Let's go. Because if you truly believe that you're going to beat a man, let's go. That it's a risk. It could be a risk taking 10%, but I'm sure 10% that he will receive is going to be a decent 10%. So let's be real.
Rematch clause as well. Rematch clause. Remember,
Rematch,
Canelo loses. Yeah. Rematch. Yeah. So it's
I'm
a win-win.
It's a win-win. Imagine you beat him and you got signed in for another rematch. Come on, cuz you're on the money. That's why Maidana enjoyed life after the Mayweather fights. Yeah, I don't need nothing else after that. Like, I'm good. I love pick up Maidana, man. That's
Do you know what? I would
like
Maradona, right? I want him to come back to boxing. I want Maradona, Adrian Broner to have that rematch now.
Cool. You know what? If they were to fight, because I don't know what Maidana's going to come down to. That's the thing.
Oh, well, he has to come down to welterweight.
No, but Maidana's over the years, you know, they have to do a catch weight. It has to be a catch weight, cuz, man. They would have to do something.
Let's see. But either way, I would like to see Maradona and Adrian Broner. Run it back. They've both been inactive, so no excuse. Let's have the fight. I guarantee you. I don't know. The outcome might be the same, but it might be different. Do you know what I mean? Because when Floyd fought him, it's like Floyd just outboxed him and schooled him.
Yeah, and look, Lucy, big up to Lucy. I love the way you just get involved in the discussion, so big up to you. She's obviously saying depends on how big the pot is. 10% of a Canelo fight might be a pretty big payday. Look, this is what we're saying. 10% could be big. And then, the guy Saka's saying undercard of Mayweather versus Pacquiao.
I'm bored of that, man. That's just nonsense now, man. It
makes sense to be in the undercard for that, though. I think it'll be good. You got Maidana AB on the undercard of Mayweather or Pacquiao. I think that'll be, I would like that, man. I like that.
Okay.
Good energy.
Okay. Well, we'll have to wait and see it. If anything, that fight might happen in Dubai. It might happen because at the moment I haven't heard anything. So we'll have to wait and see.
Definitely. And big up to Lucy as well. Let's read this final comment. Lucy's obviously saying Maidana's 40, and the last time I saw him, he looked like a guy who ate Maidana. Nah, you know what? No, big up to Maidana, man. Big up. And look, big up Stay Weighed In as well. So, guys, you need to tune into their shows every Tuesday. Broner's finished. Please let him rest. Oh, cuz look, AB, it's all about billions. I like the energy, man. So I hope Duncan can, do something to bring him back, man. But cuz we're obviously coming up to the end of the show as well. So enough love to you, enough love to the community, enough love to our partners, D-Rock as well. So guys, if you've got time, just type on Google D-Rock, D-Rock. Go on their website, check out their stuff. If there's anything that you fancy, you get 40% off if you just type in iBoxingHub 24. But cuz, I'm going to hand it over to yourself, but massive love to you and massive love to Al Heyman behind the cameras as well.
Yeah, well, listen, guys, we're back here again on Sunday at 7:30. Look, just have a lovely, productive week, and just remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, and like my cousin said, we've got a partnership with D-Rock, so just go on their website, have a browse, and remember 40% discount. Just type in iBoxingHub 24. Peace and love.
It's another band. All the Muslim cars now, whichever.